Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Hope Nduta, and I'll be hosting this mentorship session. Karibuni sana for today's mentorship session. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a lovely week. And above all, I hope you are ready to gain some insights. So, we will be talking about a very important topic today. We'll be talking about personal branding. And with us is Peter Muriuki, who will be taking us through this. So, Peter is a security analyst and has a bit of experience in the industry. So we're looking forward to hear more about who he is and for him to take us through personal branding when you, as a cybersecurity professional, what you should do to just put yourself out there and position yourself for opportunities. So thank you so much, everyone, and karibu sana, Peter. Hello, Peter. Good, good, good.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope my mic is audible.
You sound a bit far.
Okay, what about now? Hello, hello.
Hello, it's my volume. Let me add volume on my device.
Okay, okay.
Maybe someone else can comment on how the audio is.
He's pretty audible.
I'm okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sawa
thank you.
sawa.
Uh, First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Hope Duta for organizing this important seminar. I call it seminar because we are going to talk more about things that relate to our lives, and mostly when it comes to IT and personal branding as a cybersecurity professional. My name is Peter Muriuki. I'm an engineer, security engineer at Pilatec Solutions. Here we deal with cloud engineering security, where we handle softwares which are being hosted on cloud to make sure that they are safe from attacks, from hacking, or any other kind of malpractices that might hinder the functions or the availability of data for the users. So basically, this is my second year in the company, where I've been there after I did my application 2 years ago. And fortunately, I managed to be the best applicant during that time. And that's why I decided to take this opportunity to enlighten the community about the branding as a cyber security profession. So, so those who have been able to go through my LinkedIn account, you can see that I have posted several articles and posts that are related to this topic. I did some days ago, and they are really helpful. You can check on them in case we not cover everything in this meeting. So for now, I don't know whether I continue with the presentation or there is anything that I should respond. Duta, please.
No, you can just present and then we can have questions at the end of the session.
Okay.
So feel free to share your screen. It is available.
Okay. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So as I said earlier, we are going to talk about the personal branding as a cybersecurity professional. And when it comes to personal branding, it's all about how people see you outside there, either through social media or through your daily activities in towns or maybe community services. So how you take yourself or how you dress up, whatever you post, whatever you write on your social medias, that's social media. That's what really matters as a cybersecurity profession, because mostly when it comes to an employee will look at your applications, but also they will also ask you for your accounts, the social media accounts. Mostly they ask for the LinkedIn account because it is more professional, and whatever you post there, it is taken serious. So, so the question that we asking ourselves today is why personal branding matters in cybersecurity. So we have people outside there who are doing this career in cybersecurity, and therefore the difference between you and them is what the brand that you are. Because sometimes you might have different kind of people or career professionals with different capabilities. But if your branding is not outside there, it is not seen by the employee, it is not easy for you to be absorbed in the employment activities or in the industries. So so that means that you have to have your own personal branding so that the the employer can see your capability and make sure that you are credible in that area. So as we focus on personal branding, there are things that we need to ask ourselves, because you cannot just brand yourself in too many careers, or let me say paths. You have to focus on one. For example, when I check on the website of the Shuja, I realized that you're offering cybersecurity activities, cyber security courses, and I took some of them, which I'm going to analyze here. So for any person who want to brand themselves as a cybersecurity professional, you need to take your path. For example, we have the cybersecurity analyst, security engineer, security auditor, or penetration tester. So you must have your path so that you can be recognized outside there, because you cannot just be a cybersecurity profession. You need to focus on one path. So for my case, I did cybersecurity engineer. So that way I focus on. So so how do you build your online presence? Because nowadays, when it's come to the presence or it comes to branding, you must have an online account where you are going to do maybe your applications through online. We are going to share your accounts to the employee, where they are going to recognize and have a look at your social activities or the social media activities. So, for example, we have your LinkedIn optimization. So those I think, okay, let me not assume, but it is important that you have a LinkedIn account. So LinkedIn account, let me I think I'll share mine later after I do this presentation. So you need to have a LinkedIn account which will comprise of your professional, your background about your education, and in particularly about your career as a cybersecurity profession. This is where you can post different articles, you can post your work, you can post posts, you can also comment and contribute to different posts that have been shared in the accounts. We should also have GitHub account. GitHub account, mostly those who do the development of infrastructures which involve cybersecurity. They usually have this kind of account where they can trace and share their development process. We also have Twitter. Twitter is one of the best social media that's involved. It is the class that is in this account is, you can talk of the middle class, above the middle class, because most of them are able to elaborate on different topics when it comes to post or IT related post. So you need to have your Twitter account. As you can see nowadays, when we have employment opportunities, we see that those companies mostly they usually post on their X account. So that means that it is good that you check on your X account and have one that whenever you are applying for account or WhatsApp, Facebook account it has most of the users, and any person who is your follower, who is your friend, can see whatever you are posting there. It is cheap. Nowadays we have free accounts, and for you to post whatever you need there is very easy, just few steps. So it is important that you have this account. Also, WhatsApp is also uh, a great move that you need to have it, because we have friends you can share with them through their WhatsApp accounts. We have WhatsApp channels which talk about this cybersecurity professionals. We also have communities which also talks about this. So when you have this account, you can learn more. You can also share your ideas with those people in those accounts. So it is important that you build your online presence to make sure that the employer or any person that want to collaborate with your ideas can know more about you. So when it's come to accounts or the online visibility, you have to create contents which are of different qualities. For example, when creating posts, there are posts which are low effort ideas. For example, you can talk of how the very common ways of bucket means configurations I see in a cloud auditor. So those are just low ideas. You also have how I would hack a cloud virtual machine. Those are just low effort ideas. You also have purpose content. These are content that are purposely for certain account, Twitter or YouTube. For example, my strategy, how I use Pilatec Solution projects, blah blah blah. In the case of studies. So then we also have my strategy. So solution projects, how I use certain tools to find out or to figure out certain errors in the system. So you need to check on the content that you create and make sure that you don't post content that is more sensitive, because it might attract penalties on your account or the person that you mention on your post. Then we have The other thing that you need to do is have something we call networking and collaboration. So the reason why we ask you to do networking and collaboration, in fact, like whatever I'm doing right now, I'm doing networking with you, and I know some of you might follow me, and also, I'm also going to follow some of you to see what you are doing outside there. So that's one way of doing, that's one way of branding yourself. You make sure you're in a community. So as I said earlier, we have cybersecurity communities. You can join one of them, or there are too many of them, so they can help you to wind in your ideas. We also have webinar or local meetups, so you can have online meetings or join the local communities where you are going to educate them or just enlighten them about cybersecurity as a profession, or also where you are going to attend those seminars and learn more from more experienced uh, expertise. Then you have template DM. Okay, template DM is when you see someone post something on their accounts, for example, the LinkedIn account. You just need to DM them and tell them, oh, you know what, I liked your post and I would like you to, I'd like to follow up with you, and maybe you can have a talk one day and get to know more about each other. So that is one way of doing networking. In the same way, you can collaborate with different professionals in your career where you're going to have open projects. You can also have community projects. You can educate or you can take part in a professional where you're going to have more students, or you can enlighten more users or community users to come in and help you in certain activities you're doing as a cybersecurity profession. And by doing that, you are creating a network that will help you in future, because you never know who will be your next thing, or you never know who will be your next employer or who will be your next collaborator. So having joining these communities, it will be of great help to you and your career. I hope you're getting me all.
Yes.
Okay. So you need to have a good team that will help you in coming up with better ideas than what you have, because there are more experienced professionals outside there, which will help you to learn more and have more experience in your profession as a cybersecurity profession. But the other thing that you need to do as a cybersecurity profession, you need to be satisfied. So certifications helps one to stand out among many applicants. For example, when you are having a post where their request, the post that need like five professionals only, and for that post sees there are more than 100. So the one way of some of is the use of certifications. So if you are satisfied, like for example, what the Shuja is doing, if you are satisfied and have the certificate, it will be of great help to you, because when the employer will be looking at the qualifications, some of you might have the same qualifications, but they'll go deeper and check the certifications that you have. So we have different certifications, like the cybersecurity engineer, we have cybersecurity analyst certifications, which are very important when you are branding yourself outside there as a cybersecurity profession. So these certificates will boost your credibility. So when you have the more certificate you have, the better. So, and I'm sure that's what the Shuja is doing, and they are going to help you with the process for you to get certificate satisfied with different career cybersecurity career paths. So also one thing also you need to have is have home labs. What a home lab is just like a warehouse where you do your own projects. For example, if you want to do like penetration testing, you might have your setup back home where you have the virtual machines and you have your local machines and you try to do the pen testing. Then the other thing is the open source projects. So for you as a cybersecurity profession, you need to you need to participate in open source projects, which will help you to gain more experience and also learn more from different collaborators. So these projects also you can use them in your portfolios because when applying for a cybersecurity job, you will be asked for any project you have done, and by that posting or displaying these open source projects, it will put you in a better position than those who never took part in open source project or in any other projects, because it also teach you on how to collaborate, teamwork, and communication. So it is a great move that you be satisfied with cybersecurity certifications. Okay, yeah. So among whatever I said, there are things that we need to avoid when it comes to branding. Mostly, when you talk of branding, we focus on social media because that's where most of the employers will take your information, whatever you post there. So we need to avoid things to do with sensitive informations. You need to avoid oversharing sensitive information. So when you talk of sensitive information, you talk of information that will mean or will have a personal attribute toward a certain client or toward a certain company. So when you post any kind of information, make sure it is not sensitive and it's just a general information that anyone is comfortable with. Another pitfall we need to avoid is being too salesy. So this means that whatever you post online, it's all about selling and selling. So sometimes it is good that you be of help to those online. You can be posting things that are helpful. Maybe instead of talking of more of whatever you can sell online, talk of how you can help people do this and that as a cybersecurity profession. And I'm sure by doing that, you'll attract more followers and you gain audience for your post and also be recognized by different employers or users or your friends. Then something else we call is inconsistency. So when it's come to personal branding, uh, most of you usually say that it is all about the celebrities who should be posting day in, day out. But that's not true. That's a myth. And as a profession in cybersecurity, mostly you need to be consistent. Maybe you can say like I will post 2 posts per day, and by doing that, your followers will know that every week that you will have post something, so they go and check on your profile, they check on your history and see whatever you have been posting. So you need to be consistent when it comes to your branding, that is on social media. So make sure you post something consistently per day, or maybe you can post twice per week. Also, whatever you're posting, make sure that it's something that is related to your career or your cybersecurity profession, so that you don't mislead your followers because they might lose interest in your post. So So I know there are a lot of things that we will discuss. First of all, let me see whether you have question and any question as we proceed. Any question? Let's make this interactive so that you can share more. I know the more question you have, the more idea we share.
We have a hand from NA. There's an initial like that.
Uh, I don't think. Okay, yes, Ak Mugi.
So good evening, Mr. Peter.
Yeah, good evening.
Sure. You have talked about the pitfalls to avoid, and personally, I'm a victim of inconsistency. So, in your journey, how did you manage to, or how rather would you advise to avoid such pitfall? Because actually, I've been a victim and I've been trying to figure it out. So you may help out, please.
Okay, thank you. When I on the cybersecurity as a cybersecurity profession, or when I started posting things to do with the cybersecurity profession, so I made sure that every day I had a post that I was preparing. I use I use Canva to design posts which are attractive and set up activities, engage what we call my followers in the account. So I also used to create a reminder because we are opt to forgetting things. So I could use my phone to create a reminder like every 2 week, every 2 days per week. I would post something to do with cybersecurity and career guiding, all those kind of. So you can create a reminder in your phone to make sure that per week you have at least 2 posts. You can also collaborate with others on the social media. You can join clubs, you can join communities, and also make sure that you turn on your notifications so that you can see whatever other people are posting. So the more you see posts from different users, or the more you see posts from different accounts, it is easy for you to also go ahead and create your own post. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I will have to challenge myself to that extent. Thank you.
Yeah, try to do that. Yes, someone else.
Sorry, I thought I'd changed my name, but it's become like when I logged onto this browser, it picked up a day again. My question is on open source. Open source, you've talked about open source any sharing on our platforms, like doing projects that are open source and sharing on your platform. So what would you recommend for different levels? For example, if you are a security specialist, what should your if you are a security engineer, what should your profile look like? Am I going to post threat hunting on my GitHub or my portfolio, or which direction should my profile look like when it comes to the presentation and market targeting and audience targeting? Thank you.
Okay, that's a good question. So when it comes to open source projects, these are projects that you can join freely and contribute. We have, for example, you can join what we call Try Hack Me. It's a platform that you can carry out projects, or you can carry out pen testing projects. We also have Hack the Box, which is also a platform where you can have or you can showcase your expertise in cybersecurity as a cybersecurity profession. Then on the matter of what you are going to share on your social media, you should have a path, as I said earlier. You cannot concentrate in every part of a social security of a cybersecurity profession, because as we said, we have different paths. You can be a cybersecurity analyst, engineer, and pen test. So for you to attract or to have a good audience, you need to be consistent with your path, that I'm going to take this path as a profession, so that you don't mislead your followers, and you also focus in one path, which will finally give you a good exposure to colleagues, and also tools that you are going to use in future. Yes, I hope that's well elaborated.
It is. It is. Before I lead the forum to the next person, my second question actually is on something similar or close to. I am a software engineer before security engineer. So my career path has been to merge skills in software engineering to be able to come up with more secure systems, and that's the career path I've chosen, yeah. So does it mean all my focus should just be on security engineering and forget about building softwares and anything along those lines?
Okay, it is. Okay. Before I joined the security engineering path, I was also a software engineer for information. So whatever I will share is exactly what happened to me. So I was doing software development and was doing it well. So I realized that there is need for secure systems, basically to avoid attacks from hackers from different backgrounds. So I realized that it is important that we have a, a security platform that will help the software engineers to avoid or to make sure that the system that they develop are secured and they are not prone to vulnerabilities. So for your career, it's okay. You should have the knowledge about software development, and when shifting to as a cybersecurity and cybersecurity profession, now that's another part, because now but they are still joined together, because for you to secure a system, it must be developed by someone. So that means you can work in between the two career paths, and mostly the companies which absorb software engineers with experience in security engineering, they are very opportunities that they are sure that the moment that you join the company, you will have two roles. You will have a role of software engineer, and at the same time you will have a role as a cybersecurity profession. So it will be of advantage on your side, because the company will have to focus more on your expertise, not more on your degree or let me say your degree, that the previous degree that you have before. So it is okay, you take the cybersecurity profession, and we hope those software engineers will become softwares. And also we know that softwares nowadays are becoming sophisticated. So that means that they are more complex, and for you to understand the security part of the system, you need to have knowledge about cybersecurity and vulnerabilities that will occur in case of a gap between the development and the security of the system. So it's okay. It's okay. You are in a great move that join the cybersecurity professions, and I'm sure it will be of great help to you. Is that clear? Okay. Someone else?
I see a hand from Emmanuel. You can go ahead.
Yes, thank you, and thank you for your presentation, sir. My question is, how, when you're trying to build an audience, how do you build it organically? Since I heard you are talking about something to do with posting useful stuff, but also I think there's the line between posting something that is useful and also something that is engaging in the right way. So how would you advise us when it comes to growing the audience organically? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that question. So first of all, you need to understand the audience that are following your account. So mostly we have the IT related audience, the company employers, and also we have those young guys who are trying to venture into different IT fields. So when you are posting something to do with cybersecurity profession, you need to post an engaging post. For example, you can. So let me share something that I posted so that you can see. So you need to post an engaging post that will help also your followers to see and follow up with your post, because sometimes when you just post a general post, most people just look at it and just move on. But when you post a post which is engaging and it has questions, maybe you're asking them what they would like to, what do they think about cybersecurity professions.
There's a really fine line between an engaging post and I don't know whether to say thirst trap post, because as much as you're saying it's supposed to be engaging, can you please highlight a clear example of a post that is um just just targeting, like you've given the not to do, the not to do. Can you give a clear example of a post that would be engaging and a post that would seem like you're just targeting your audience with this information or something along those lines? Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking for the post. The post has too many of them. So you need to, for example, if you are posting something, anything on your social media, let me just use LinkedIn account. You need to have the hashtags which translate on, which summarizes whatever you are posting. For example, you can talk of cybersecurity, security engineer, pen testing, hashtag pen testing, hashtag security engineer, hashtag cloud security. So when you post those kind of information, it will help your followers to see your post and also engage in it. Okay, I'm sharing. Just wait. So I hope you can see. Hello,
Yes.
you can see this post, right? Yeah. So this a post I posted. I think it was a month ago. Yes. It was a post, a simple, just simple post. It was just saying that we keep learning. So the hashtag was keep learning cyber secret SOC analyst. And so I just posted a general information that a SOC analyst is a person, is the first person to investigate threat to assist to a system. If the situation demands it, they escalate accidents to their supervisors so they can mitigate threats. The SOC analyst plays an important role on the SOC team because they are the first person to respond to a threat. So if you look at this post, it's just a simple one. I didn't even have to put the image, but the impressions were almost heading to 8,000. And the thing that maybe made it that important is because of the most people nowadays are learning about cybersecurity. So using words, using a hashtag that mostly people might be using or people might be doing at the moment will attract the audience. Also, whatever you are learning about, you have at the moment I posted about SOC analyst, and just a simple information that anyone can understand. It doesn't matter the level of education, and also I used simple grammar, so it was not difficult for those from different countries to understand. So this is just a sample of an engaging post that will help you to have more impressions, and also educating and also get known outside there as one of the expertise in your career or in your path. So maybe I can also show you another one that I posted. Maybe it didn't attract more impressions. So let me go to this account here. So this was an article I posted. I think it was yesterday. I posted this article. Mostly when you post in articles, it is lengthy. It has a lot of information, but mostly those in social media, mostly they like to read simple paragraphs. A lot of information. Like they just need to read like a paragraph enough, and they just move on because they want to scroll on more posts. So when you're posting, make sure that you post a paragraph like post with just a summary of whatever you are posting. But this it was more informative. So you can see, I think you can see I don't have any comment at the moment because I didn't. Okay, one thing, I didn't use hashtags. You can see I didn't have the hashtags on it. So basically, to fetch anyone who is online at the moment, they could not be able to find it because it was not recommended because of the topics was not basically known outside there. So those are just a sample of how to handle engagement and to increase the audience on your social media. You can also do the same on your other accounts. So make sure you have simple paragraphs, you have the hashtags, and also your grammar is easy to understand. And by doing that, you'll have an engaging audience. So, any other question? Yes, any other question? Yes, I'm waiting for any other okay. I don't see any other hand. Yeah, anyone with a question or with anything to add or to talk about? Are you getting me, please? If you are getting, just put a thumb up so I can know you are following up with me. Okay, I can see David Gatema is okay with us. Emmanuel. Okay, you can also see Alex. Yeah, anyone with a question? I understand we are over 70, so we'd like to have more participants to take part. Yes. So since I don't see any other hand,
Let me pause this before you wind up.
Okay.
You when you're doing your post, you use ChatGPT and you just copy and paste, or there's a sense of originality when you're doing your posting.
Yeah, there's a test of originality. So when you're using, okay, basically we use AI to polish up with whatever the ideas that we have, because most of the time you might need to have an information that is crossing in different areas. And so you make sure that whatever you are posting there, it will have an impact on different users. So you just need to polish up with your ideas. So basically, yes, that's it.
I noticed in the Word document, it looks like you had picked up from ChatGPT, and maybe it was the idea. I used ChatGPT to polish. Yeah.
Which document?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so since there is no any other question, I can hand over to Hope so that she can continue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you for your time. And thank you for answering the questions. Thank you. We truly appreciate. Personal branding is very big for us as professionals because this is what puts you out there. It's quite easy to, okay, it's not easy. It's still a struggle to get the certifications, but you can get the certs, you can get the what else? You can have the skills, but don't know how to put yourself out there. So, just to echo some of the things Peter has talked about, we've had LinkedIn. You can also do blog posts. So, use Medium. Medium, I've seen very many young upcoming professionals use Medium to just post different articles. Something else you can do that is important is walkthroughs. So you may not have a job that demonstrates the skills you have, but you can do walkthroughs. So walkthroughs are like either videos or text form or write-ups that you can do on certain subjects. So you can do maybe as you configure something or a walkthrough to do with maybe a lab, even for those who are doing Microsoft Azure. We have Microsoft Azure students. I mean, Microsoft students who are doing different Microsoft tracks. So, part of the labs, you could do walkthroughs on those labs, and that is a way of showing your skills. That is a way of branding, because branding in cybersecurity is all about showing your professionalism. Just as Peter has said, it's all about putting your skills out there, just making sure it's very easy to get forgotten. But that's okay to get forgotten, I'd say, because a lot of industries or HR now scout over the internet. So something else you can do is your Twitter account, make it very engaging when it comes to cybersecurity content. So let's make an effort to put ourselves out there, whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's through blog posts, whether it's by showing like the badges from, let's say, Microsoft, the sats and badges from and streaks from Try Hack Me and Hack the Box, and so many other platforms. So the good thing with IT is that the resources are there online. So thank you so much, Peter, for your time and just taking us through personal branding. Thank you also, everyone, for participating in the questions and comments. We truly appreciate. So, are there any questions or comments? Yes, Micah.
Mr. Peter was to share his LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay, so Peter, you can drop your LinkedIn on the Q&A. I think I can also assist with that because Yeah, because I have it. Peter, are you in a position to drop a link to your LinkedIn? Let me see if I can access it and Mm. Let me drop it in my WhatsApp and then share it here. Just a minute. Mm. Okay. So on the LinkedIn, sorry, on the Q&A, I've posted a link to Peter Muriuki's LinkedIn, so you can just have a look. Yeah. Sawa. Any other requests or comments so far? Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for your participation, and thank you, Peter, again for the talk. Yes, Kevo.
Could you kindly share it on WhatsApp? I'm using a phone and I can't access the chat, the Q&A.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's in order. Which track are you doing?
Security engineering.
For Microsoft.
Yeah.
Sawa.
Thank you.
Welcome. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a lovely evening. Goodbye. See you next Thursday.